Get closer with additional camera angles, driver stats, and tracking information. It's available on mobile, tablet, and connected TVs. You can download the app and find out more at NBCSports.com/live. Cars have staged on the backstretch portion of pit road, and as soon as the green flag is displayed, you'll be able to head out onto the track. NASCAR official letting them know the track is now open, and Casey Kane's going to be the first to go out for round 2. Now, the track record was broke in round 1, but that's not to say it won't get rebroke.
So Casey Kane just went by the start-finish line right there, so that actually starts the clock. So that's what we talked about, why NASCAR allowed Greg Biffle to put tires on, because when Kane comes around, he's coming to the start-finish line again right now. So that is actually his first lap, but it's a 15:60. So that's a solid 6 or 7 tenths off. So that's why NASCAR allowed Greg Biffle to put tires on.
And a big loose move getting into turn 3 there for Casey Kane. He still goes 15.065. The back end almost came around on him, but he got into 3.
Rick, if you go by the first session, 12 was a 14.85, and I expected it to take at least that much in, somewhere in the 14.8s to make it into the top 12.
Casey Kane goes 14.93. And Trevor Bayne still trying to get up to speed. Slow on the track. The green flag still being displayed, and not a lot of cars making their way out onto the track.
And Trevor made his laps. Made 3 laps, which essentially is 2 laps. Right? So we talked about that first lap really doesn't count. So both cars made 2 laps. I think they're coming in thinking they've got to get cooled down to make another run.
Austin Dillon didn't want to wait in line. He decided to go. This is A.J. Allmendinger. He moved down a line on pit road so he could get out onto the track a little bit earlier.
Remember, we're going to have to get 24 cars to take time to get in this short session.
See Austin coming to the line, way up the racetrack, trying to carry more speed to the start-finish line. You see that cars do that a lot at 2-mile racetracks, 1.5-mile racetracks. But even here in Bristol, that's an opportunity to try to carry more speed to the start-finish line.
We're still sitting on the end of pit road. Allmendinger in the green.
He is. It's a good lap for Allmendinger, going the right direction as well. 14.82. I like that lap. I think that's going to get A.J. Allmendinger in the top 12.
He's not done. He's still fast on his second lap. He's going to carry it to the middle of 3 and 4, right on the bottom off turn 4.
This is the team that went into Watkins Glen with such high hopes. That was the track they thought they needed to win at to make the chase. A.J. Allmendinger, though, proving here in qualifying, he can be fast at Bristol.
What an impressive run for A.J. Allmendinger. He apologized for getting into Kyle Larson at the end of that Watkins Glen race, and it ended up losing Kyle Larson 25 points because of the wreck coming off of turn 7. A.J. Allmendinger apologized, but that doesn't help Kyle Larson gain those 25 points back.
And what makes that lap more impressive to me is how much he picked up from round 1. He had only run at 92 in round 1, so he picked up a bunch of speed. Matt Kenseth, he runs a little faster than he did in round 1.
Kenseth 14.72. Now that's the mark we'll shoot for. Still only 6 cars have been out of the 24. Jeff Gordon on the clock.
Jeff Gordon using that same tactic of running high through 3 and 4 to essentially get the green flag to start his Q runs with a little more speed. Now he's going to get right to the bottom of the racetrack.
This car seems to really want to hook in the middle of the racetrack pretty good. We'll see if that turns it into lap time. It changes direction pretty decent. 14.82 goes up to the 3rd position.
Jeff Gordon goes to 3rd quickest at 14.823. Another good lap here for Jeff Gordon.
Good. Quicker. Well, about the same.
Similar lap for Jeff Gordon. Chase Elliott, who took over for Jeff Gordon when Jeff Gordon retired last year.
I still think that even though he didn't pick up that second lap, I think Jeff Gordon and his team, they have to feel pretty good about that. I don't know if that's going to transfer. It's going to be close, but you have to feel pretty good about it.
Well, we talk about cars waiting. Well, Chase Elliott right here to the left of your screen, he's only about 3 car lengths behind the 34th Chris Buescher. I feel that had to affect his lap.
Chris Chris Buescher goes 15.409 now on the cut line.
He's going to have to find some speed right here. This is his first real speed lap. How fast will he run? 14.88. That's close. It's going to be interesting to see as Edwards jumps up into the 70s into position, in third position.
Edwards 1/1000th of a second slower than Ryan Blaney.
Chris Buescher does improve his time just a little bit.
Something interesting about Chris Buescher and his team. We heard Roush Fenway stepping up to provide more support to that team to try to help them move into the chase. Well, they're the highest qualifier of all the Roush Fenway cars right now. So that help they're taking full advantage of.
And Chris Buescher really is racing against David Reagan. Currently is 30th in the points. David Reagan didn't advance into this second round.
Yeah, and why don't we talk about that? Well, much like Matt Benedetto and his good run here at Bristol, how that made his whole day. He thought that was a win. If Chris Buescher, the 34, they won a race, which is unbelievable. But if they can take that win and turn it into a chase berth, that is huge for this entire company. Think about the future of the company, selling sponsorships, selling opportunity. That all helps when you make the chase.
Kurt Busch on the clock. Brother Kyle Busch, 5th quickest. Kurt Busch now 10th on the list. 18 cars taking time. Denny Hamlin's on the racetrack now, as well as Joey Logano, who's 8th quickest.
And that cut line's really been established. Austin Dillon just above the cut line at a 14.88.
Denny Hamlin broke the track record in round number 1. We'll see if he can back it up in round 2.
Look how slow his first lap was. So he left pit road. We've seen a lot of 15.50s. Denny Hamlin did it in 16 seconds. Like he almost didn't try as hard to run fast, knowing that lap wouldn't matter.
What a great shot. We're right on the bumper of the 11, riding around Bristol. Hamlin to the top of the chart again.
Yep, that'll do it.
14.704. You heard, I'm sure that was crew chief Wheels say P1, P1. That'll be good.
Quit as soon as you can. Put no more laps on those tires. Sure, that's up to 3rd. Moving Buescher to the cut line.
So now Chris Buescher sitting 12th, right above the cut line. Matt DiBenedetto. What a great story in the spring. Able to get a 6th place finish. Hugged about every person at Bristol that evening after that race was over.
And already really outperformed his qualifying average for the year by making the 2nd round of qualifying, taking that momentum from the spring, trying to turn it into a good run today. We'll see what he can do here in the 2nd round of qualifying. 14.93. When you think of the teams he's outrunning, Casey Kane, Paul Menard, Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman, those are all big companies, well-funded companies.
And so many drivers that come up through the ranks race on half-mile racetracks. Friday night, Saturday night.
This is big.
Not like this, though.
Yeah, this is, it might be half mile in distance, but this is like no other place. This high bank, it's just so unique.
Slide there coming out of turn 4 for Casey Kane.
He stayed in the throttle trying to carry that speed to the start-finish line, but wasn't able to move up.
2 minutes to go in round 2. Kevin Harvick out on track, and we'll see if Harvick can advance from 23rd quickest.
He told me Kevin Harvick and his team would qualify 23rd today. I would have been very surprised.
Jimmy Johnson, we've talked really all year about Hendrick Motorsports, just hasn't had the speed they're looking for. They currently have 2 cars in the top 12 with Jeff Gordon and Chase Elliott. Jimmy Johnson, much like his teammate Casey Kane, just doesn't seem to have the pace to make it to round 3.
Trying to hook those left side tires right at the bottom of the track. There's the most grip.
Austin Dillon so close to moving into the top 12.
Paul Menard in the 27, and Menard shut it down. He is 19th quickest. Ryan Newman coming back out.
The speeds we're talking, Rick, are so close. We have maybe 10 or 12 cars in the 90s, another 8 cars in the 80s, a couple hundredths of a second. That's what these teams are looking to pick up.
Ryan Newman back to the gas, and way up the racetrack goes Newman. We'll see if that works for him.
Well, he's in front of the 42 of Kyle Larson, so I think he's hurt the lap of the 42s. The 31 really comes to take the green.
31 that looked way up the racetrack, he can still.
Now he tries to go low. 3 and 4.
Chris Buescher on the racetrack, even though he's 12th, he's on the racetrack. Afraid if he doesn't run, they're going to bump him out.
Well, what a story for Chris Buescher to take that momentum of a win. The disappointment of Walker's in. Ran pretty decent at times. Got in that accident late. Knowing the pressures on this team, that makes this qualifying run, in my mind, even more impressive.
Big Bobble is who's going through 3.
He has
5 seconds to go.
Kurt Busch got the green flag, so he's behind Buescher. This lap for the 41 will count. We'll have to see if it's enough.
Buescher gets off the track and out the way of the 41. Will the 41 move up? He's 14th. With that lap, he stays 14th. 14.976 for Kurt Busch on that lap, and he will start the race 14th tomorrow evening. Denny Hamlin once again fastest. He's won both rounds. We'll see how he does in the final round. We'll hear from drivers when we come back to Bristol Motor Speedway.